Hello guys, it is me, a Brick Interest, and today I will be showing you how to build better. We will be starting off this with small mocks and scenes. Now, let's start off. So for small mocks, it's a little bit difficult. Small mocks are a little bit easier. Small mocks are easier and harder at the same time. You're going to want to add more detail into the small mock, but it's also smaller, so you got to fit it into a small space. Like you can see here, here's probably one of my favorite examples. For this, I added stubs, which keep it from looking. Here, I'll take off a few of them, and I'll show you what it looks like. This keeps it from looking just plain and unordinary, and unnatural too. If you're making a landscape mock like I did here, you're gonna want it to be natural looking, and it just all looks better. So you can see right there's no stud, and it looks unnatural. Now, another thing you're gonna need is, still using the same example, is good detail. Another thing of good detail is destroyed buildings. Now, destroyed buildings are harder, but you can see I use plates to make it look like it had just been destroyed instead of, here's my worst example, but my building here, I just use bricks, and there's a big difference. I'll even bring it over for comparison. There's a big difference in detail right there. Now, second, let's move on. Okay. So layering. Layering is another hard part. This is my bunker mock. It is 85% finished. Layering is another hard part. To do layering, you're just going to need first you're just going to start stacking bricks on top of each other. That's kind of simple, but you have to do it in a good way to just make it look natural and blend and flow seamlessly. As you can see here, like I did, I don't have a ton of snow plates to just stack up for that whole thing. So I started just using gray plates and then your standard bricks. Another thing is posing. Posing is difficult. Posing is rather difficult because it needs to look good but also look natural. Now here's one of my favorite techniques, and is just to for holding a machine gun like this, one of my favorite techniques is to hold it by the barrel and have them, gripping the end, like that. And so they can just, and it looks much better. Another thing I like to do is I hope the goggles don't fall off, for the MP40, for this, like many of my other guns, I like it when to flip the hand upside down, and use that to hold a gun. Now, I bet you're saying, well, what if I don't have any brick arms guns? Which I'm sure is common. A lot of you are purists. Well, I don't have quite an answer for that, but a good thing to do is this. You can take your figure, without using brick arms, since I've been just giving brick arms good posting. Here's another good example. Let's say I don't have reading examples, but this person had the German was running at him with the gun. He was about to hit. He was gonna hit him with the gun. You could make him bending over, bending over like that, and it'll still. Maybe that example isn't the best, but I think you get what I mean. You could just make them like that. Another thing you gotta keep in mind is to not fully attach them to the ground. Like, if you can see here, this German looks like he's crap, the goggles fell off. Well, he's kind of partially falling over. So what I did was I took the German, I put him straight like this, and I put it in between layering, and I pressed down on it, and it made it look like that, and it looks a lot more natural and better. And you don't have to do all of these tips, but these are much better, and they make your mock stand out. Also, I said on Flickr that I would be posting a new scene today. I cannot do that at the moment. I had a scene, I posted it. I think you can recognize the terrain right here. It looks like another Flickr member's scenes. He didn't notice it, luckily, but I took it down because I didn't want that kind of bad attention on my photo. So, yeah. Also, if you're wondering what my Flickr setup looks like, this is what I've been using for majority of my scenes, except for recently that one, and others that I just, as I said in the last episode, take previously and do that. So this is a good detailed look at my photo setup. Sorry for the very poorly detailed buildings. Yeah. Alright. So this has been Building Tips, or not, How to Build Better. I hope you enjoyed. As always, it is a Brick Interest, and I am signing out.